Test. Good morning, everyone. Show to the red dice today. 6264. See how that goes. Cousin one. First throw for the day. Good first throw. Good second throw. What a way to start the day off. Is it over to that cousin two set? But we start in about 8 or 9 minutes here, everyone. 6462. Single pitch and implosion. Another single pitch and a primary. Good morning, Randy, Kevin, and Marble Chaz or Chase or CHAS. I can never say your name. I know how to spell it. So we'll just say Marble Fork. All right, dice bounced off. I ran top on both. A bit of more forward energy today so far instead of an arcing energy. I lead them. Just practicing. Get another 5-6 minutes before we start. Two on three. Five. Single pitch. And single pitch is a double pitch. Like the energy of that one. That's gonna be an implosion, an explosion drift right. There we go. Primary and a single pitch. 2-1. It's implosion double pitch. Good morning, Joel. Ooh, terrible energy. Good result. Terrible energy. 3-3. Single pitch and explosion. Double explosion. There you go. Primary and single. Yeah, wait. Chris checking in. Good morning. 3 or 4 minutes before we start the show. Single pitch, double pitch, ultimately single pitch. Terrible action. 5-3. That's going to be an explosion on the right. Implosion on the right. And an explosion on the left. Oops. Yeah. I get into Crapsee here for everyone. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Randy again. John GT. Come on, let's work. Okay, I'm in Crapsee. And we'll get the show started here in a second. Turn off the warming up sign. And we'll get her started. Welcome up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 407 of the Level Up program and day number 117 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, it's about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style play. In the chat, we got Randy Hill checking in number 1, followed up by Kevin Scott, Marble Fork, Leadham, JR22, Joe, Demon Dog, Chris, John GT, and Kent, as well as Jeff and ND. So good morning to all. We got 13 people watching right now. We got 11 people on Crapsee. If you're playing along with Crapsee, hit that live tab, and I'll bring you right to the table that we are using today. Yesterday, we took a little bit of a hit. I think we took about a $1,100 hit. So our starting bankroll today is $3,311. Our win goal is going to be $331. So 10% is our win goal today. So hopefully we'll be back up to 36.42 or more by the end. And we're coming into this episode with 22 wins and 8 losses. So yeah, we're down a little bit under what our starting table is here. Good morning, Josh. A little bit under what our starting table is, but hopefully by the end of tomorrow we'll be back up at that above that where we started the table off and with a little bit more profit also. But anyway, let's get started here. No line bets. All bets set. We're going to start off with a 6-4-6-2, which is a cousin 2 set of the cross sixes. And remember that this is going to be our last week of the cross sixes set. Starting next week, we're going to do the advanced rhythm rolling. And if you watched yesterday's show, I showed you an example of what the advanced rhythm rolling looks like. We actually had a 19 roller after a shitty throwing sessions prior to that yesterday. Good morning, Mel. And let's go dice out. And we're going to start off with the 3-5 grape ape. Oops, that was a 3-5, not a 5-5. 3-5 grape ape. And you guys were commenting yesterday in the chat about the grape ape show, and I thought I knew what it was, but I wasn't quite sure. And John from Procraps actually sent me a link to a commercial with the grape ape, and I do actually remember that from when I was a child. Seeing it, and I made a comment back to John on his chat on his show yesterday, and I said that the grape ape basically looks like me colored purple with a hat on. So 6-4-6-2 is what we're going to go with. We're going to go 220 on the inside, $50 on a 5 and 9, 60 on that 6 and 8. And if anybody's ever met me, they would probably agree with that, right, Chris? I look like the grape ape with a hat colored purple. Dice out. I split apart a little bit when I left my fingers, but we have a 5-4 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So that's a 6-4-6-2 dice set, and we get the 5-4. And that'll be hit number 1 here for us. Jimmy Dog goes, true that. Oh my God. Anyhow, we are going to go to $85 on that 5 and 9. So we're pressuring up the 9 that was hit, as well as the sister number. And yeah. If you guys didn't hear, the other day I announced that I got engaged last weekend. So we're probably shooting for a June something wedding. And it's just going to be really something really simple. And then in July, I'm going to plan on going on that Alaskan cruise that John's putting together and treat that as a honeymoon. But the reason I bring that up is because of the grape ape conversation. I will hopefully be losing money, or losing weight by then. So I will no longer look like the grape ape. But who knows? Time will tell. All bets set. Dice out. Looking for inside numbers. More spin and less chin. And we have a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8. And that's going to be a winner 8. And that's going to be a primary on top on that right side and an implosion on the left side. No, it isn't. What am I thinking here? I have to look at that to see if I entered that in right on KPI there. We had a 6-4 and a 6-2 result. Oh, yeah. That's because I entered it in wrong. I went in 6-2. It was a 2-6, I believe. So anyhow, I'm gonna leave it in KPI the way it is. Thank you, Chris. Good morning, Uncle Hoku. Over 40 feet high and just up a little shy. The great grape ape. That's awesome. Anyhow, that's gonna turn our bets off. Let's make our 6 and 8 look like 96 right away before we look for a new point. And like I said, we're going to turn our box numbers off during the come out. We have no line bets. Stick with 6-4, 6-2. And we'll go dice out. For a point. And we have a 1-4-5, the trucking camper, so it's marked a point of 5. That's going to be a double pitch as well as an implosion. Now turn our box numbers back on. We'll go back again to the 6-4, 6-2 dice set. And we'll call this all bet set. Looking for an inside number here. Dice set. Guess we're not comfortable. There we go. And we got a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Those both bounce off the back wall a little ways there. Double pitch on the right side, and that's going to be an implosion on the left side. Six, 4, 6, 2. And all bets set. 17 people on Crapsee, 17 people watching, 6 likes. And dice out. Dice split apart a little bit of midair. We got a 4, 6, 10. The Waylon's best friend Wayne at N. Daddy Joe hit my mouse. I gotta make sure everything's set up good. There you go. So we got a 6, 4, 6, 2 with a 4, 6. That's gonna be a single pitch away on that left side and a primary on the top on the right side. No help for our bets. Again, we're looking for inside numbers. We needed 11, 12 for the tall. We needed 2, 4, and 6 for the small. 6, 4, 6, 2. And all bets set. Face out. And we got a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So we got out of the shooter. And 6, 4, 6, 2 with a 3-3. It's gonna be a single pitch towards us on the left side. Explosion on the right side, 1 dice off axis. And we're down to the 2 and 4 for the small. And like I said, they got us the shooter, so we're gonna bring our bets down. And we're gonna go to 160 across. So we actually brought $252 back to rack. That puts us only about $80, $79 shy of our goal. So let's go 160 across. And that would probably put us, 2 or 3 hits, and that'll put us at goal if we can get 2 or 3 hits here. But anyhow, good morning, Ada. And dice out. 6, 4, 6, 2. That right one jumped over. 3-5, another grape 8. So you get an extra $35 back. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Ashish. So we're going to pressure that 8 up to $42. That's adding 2 units to it. Go back with the 6-4-6-2 dice set. And we'll call it all bets set here. It's all good morning. There we go. Here we go. Dice out. 6-4-6-2 cousin 2 set. Ooh, that right one jumped up and over. 5-2 Bruce. And that is a 7-up. So mediocre, decent, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. First roll, we had a 9 rolls along here. So that puts us at 34.26 on our bankroll, and that's up $125 for that first shooter. So a little bit of a positive, especially since how we started off yesterday. Yesterday was not the best rolling whatsoever until that last shooter. Like I said, we had a 19 roller on that last shooter, and we were doing the advanced rhythm rolling, which again, sneak peek for next week's show and thereafter. Anyhow, we'll call this all bets up. We're not doing any line bets. Shooter number 2, dice out. Dice cross on us, 4-3. Pass line winner come out natural. Work on my release a little bit here to make sure that they are coming out decent, and they're coming out kind of hard, but fast. Try it again one more time, cousin 2 set. And if we get a bad number here, we'll switch back over to the cousin 1. So all bets set. Dice out. That was a little bit better. We have a 1-5-6, the KitchenAid mixer. Mark the point of 6. Double pitch on that left die. And a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that would make it a single pitch of the dice. And again, we're going to go 220 on the inside. 50 on a 5 and 9, 60 on a 6 and 8, 6-4, 6-2. If anybody's going to be in the Dubuque area Friday, make sure you let Demon Dog Chris know. He's going to be in that area, possibly Waterloo, and he could maybe make a trip over and meet up with you. He had asked me, and I'm not going to be around there. I'm back in Manitowoc again. I was in that area last weekend. But basically, this landed tiny, split apart, but we have a 3-3 hard 6 to double Degen. And that'll make it a winner 6. That's a Buckeye buckshot, actually. 6-4, 6-2 with a 3-3 result. And we will press our bets up and then turn our box numbers off while we look for a new point. Yesterday, we hit that 4-point fire bet also. We're going to make that 6 and 8 look like 96. And we'll turn our bets off. So, Ashish, are you in Vegas or not? 6-4, 6-2. And all bets set. Dice out. Ooh, that would kind of pulled it into the corner, but we're at a 6-2-8, Duracell 8. Primary and a single pitch. Place on access. Mark that point of 8. Again, that turns our box numbers back on. We are looking for inside numbers here. 6-4-6-2. Good morning, Craig. And oh, bet set. So in a few days, you're meeting up with John GT. Okay, that's awesome. And a few others. Here we go. The right one jumped up and up and up and then came down on a 2. We have a 5-2 Bruce again. So that's our second 7 that we throw in here. And they both landed on that 5-2 variety. And then we had a 4-3 in between there. Oh. So that means that we're going to try switching back over to that cousin 1 set for a little bit to see what happens. That was a loss of $222 on that shooter. I don't know where in the hell that $2 came from. Oh, because I don't know. 6-2, 6-4 is what we're going to switch back to. And we'll give this a few throws and see how it produces for us. And we'll call this all bets set here. Shooter number 3. Good morning, SJ. Peace out. 1-6-7. I'm not liking this set already. This is what we threw when I was warming up. I threw a 1-6-7, like 2 or 3 of them in a row on this. So that means that is a double pitch of the dice. So that doesn't matter if it's cousin 1 or cousin 2 with the double pitch of the dice. It's a pass line winner, come out natural. So we'll stick with the 6-2, 6-4. Is it on? And all bets set. 28 people watching, 12 likes, 20 people on Crapsee. Cousin 1 set, dice out. And again, a high bounce, 3-4-7. Another pass line winner come out natural. So hopefully you guys are not working that come out. We're going to go right back to the cousin 2 set because this cousin 1 is not producing nicely. 3 7s in a row. We've had 5 7s out of about 8 rolls. Wow. Not good. So we're going to go back to cousin 2 set. 6-4, 6-2. That should get us off of this variety or this trend. This variant, as John would go. And all bets set. Looking for a point, shooter number 3. It's crossed on us 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. That's a repeat dice result. Marked a point of 6. Double pitch on the right side, explosion on the left side. And 220 inside is where we're going to go with this. Got a little bit of recovery from that last shooter. We're if I took everything off the table, we would be down $107. Just funny because we were up about that prior to. But 6-4-6, 6-4-6-2 is the dice set, and all bet set. That's out. Good morning, Frida. Ooh, they both dripped it over to the left there, but we got 3-2-5, the Justice 5. Single pitch toward us on the left side, single pitch away on the right side. That's a double pitch of the dice. And that's going to allow us to pressure that 5 and 8 up to $85 each. Six, 4, 6, 2. All bet set. Dice out. And we got a 5-4 harrah Big Daddy match. And that is nice because that gets us out of the shooter. And that is going to be an explosion and a implosion. So drift to the left of the dice. So that gets us out of the shooter here. $189 brought back to rack. We're going to bring it down. We'll go 160 across. Take everything off the table if I would, and we're back in profit by $82. We're not. We're going to try to pressure up and get some money back to our rack in profit and get closer to that win goal. And all bets set. Still 20 people on Crapsee. These are split apart. We'll regrip them. I have a little bit of a problem getting my grip consistent today. We'll shorten the landing zone. We have OMC Craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. That's one end. That's a primary on top. One end of the tall there. The ladder of what everybody's trying to hit for the ETS. And we need 8, 10, and 11 for the tall. 6, 4, 6, 2. That was no help for our bets. So we'll call it all bets set here. And dice out. And I know I'm kind of going fast on some of these rolls here, but I'm going to get some good consistency going here today. Again, a little short. We have a 145 trucking camper. And that's going to be a hit here for us. That's nice. Let's pressure that 5 up to $35. Greg did another D8 show last night. I was not able to watch it. I was busy at work last night. 6, 4, 6, 2. So hopefully the show went well for you. And all bets set. Dice out. That was a little more of my, that was exactly where I wanted the landing zone to go. We got a 1, 6, 7. Double pitch of the dice. And that's going to be a 7 out. So we're just getting about just average rolls, maybe slightly above average on some of them. But we just can't get past that big time profit mark. We made $54 back. So we're at 32.58. So that still puts us at 52, $53 down for the day yet. Just can't get any super traction. We got traction, but not super traction. A shit show of sorts, but says Craig. Yeah, yesterday I had one of those. I think that was for all of us. I think John had a shit show as well. Today's mediocre, not great, not bad. But yesterday we lost, but we were down probably like I don't know. I bet you close to $2,000 yesterday. We dug back and we ended up about $1,100, $1,200 down for the day. So a $500 donation yesterday. Wow, congratulations. And that's obviously going to Lego's 529 account, 529 account. And we'll go all bet set here. This is going to be shooter number 4 for the day. Stick with the Clothing 2 set. 6462. Little short in the landing zone. And here we go. We got the Old Bay Crabs. 5-5, hard 10. Let's mark the point of 10. $220 on the inside. 50 on the 5 and 9. We got 60 on that 6 and 8. 6462. Now I'm waiting for Craig to put the 2 5s in the chat because we get the Old Bay Crabs. Dice out. Five two. Ah, Bruce. Go away, Bruce. Go away. Single pitch and explosion. That is a warning sign if I've ever seen it. We got crabs now instead of 5s. That's awesome. Ah, that was a 0.7. Oh, that sucked. 6462. Ken says he's tried stadium craps yesterday. Up $337. Like the style. That's awesome. Congratulations. I will hopefully try stadium craps when I go down to Vegas in October. I've never played that at all. We got a little bit of recovery to do here. All bet set. And let's see how we can do this here. We are down right now just shy of $300. Dice out. Right one jumped up. We got a 4-5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. I pulled the energy down a little bit on that throw. See if that makes a difference. That's a single pitch away on that left side. Single pitch towards us on the right side. Double pitch of the dice. I am throwing a ton of double pitches today. Just a ton. So we gotta figure that out. And usually that's 2 different signs. You're either pushing with your thumb when you're releasing a dice or the landing zone's off, or a combination of both. That's usually where that double pitch comes from. And like I said, we're consistently doing that. Let's go 320 across. See if we can get a little bit of recovery here a little bit faster. And we'll call that all bet set. There are 20 people on Crapsee, 28 people watching. We're up to 18 likes. I appreciate the love there, people. Dice out. And a high bounce. We have a 2-2 hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 is going to Cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. So I'm glad I picked up that 4 right away. Single pitch away on the left side. Implosion on the right side. I'm sorry, opposite. Single pitch away on the right side. Implosion on the left side is what I meant to say. And let's do this one. So that's $100 brought back to rack 98 after the VIG. So let's go 96 across pressure. Hopefully that will get us in a good spot here going forward. 6462. And all bet set. Dice out. And we have an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, double pitch, and a single pitch is a single pitch of the dice. And obviously that's no help for my bets. 6-4, 6-2. And all bets set. That's out. And we have 4-6-10. Waylon's best friend on it. And Big Ben. It's gonna be a winner. 10. No, we're point of 9. 6-4, 6-2, 4-6. It's a single pitch and a primary. And that's gonna be enough to get us out of the shooter here. 225 brought back to the rack. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our bets down, and I'm gonna, instead of going to 160, we're gonna go to 96 across. And so that way we are gonna bring a little bit more profit back. If we took everything off the table, we'd still be down to 40, 50 bucks. And we'll go all about set here right away. Sorry for the fast button push, but we got 6-4, 6-2. Start trend betting upwards here now. Dice out. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And that's a single pitch away, as well as an implosion of the dice, one dice off axis. That is a normal result for me. Not so much normal for today, but normal for most days. We're going to go to $30 on that 8. 6-4, 6-2. And we'll call it all bets set here. Dice out. And we have another 6-4-10. Waylon's best friend on it, and Big Ben. And as grip, primary and an implosion. And that's going to allow us to go to $25 on the 10. And let's go 25 on that 4 right away. We'll make those buy bets. Oops. There we go. That's better. 6-4, 6-2. I take everything off the table. We're exactly break even for the day. They thought. And a 4-2-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. It's the first Carpenter 2x4 for the day. 6-4, 6-2. And that's going to be a double pitch on both sides. I'm sorry, single pitch away on both sides, a primary on the front side. We'll make that 6 look like $30 as well. We're up to 21 people on Crapsee, 26 people watching. 6-4, 6-2. And we'll call it all bet set here. And we got a 415 trucking camper. And we're going to go to $25 on that 5. So we have all of our numbers pressed up except for the 9. So we're almost at that 160 cross bet level. And we'll call it all bet set. Face out. And we have a 4-5 hard 9. It's a winner 9. And now we'll have all of our bets pressed up to that 160 cross bet level. So that'll turn our bets off while we look for a new point. Before we do that, we're going to make our 9 look like 25. And all the box numbers are turned off. If I took everything off the table right now, we would be up $63 for the day. 6462 is the day set. And we'll call it all bet set. Looking for a point. Shooter number 5. Day set. Hit that corner. 4-3 on a come out. Pass line winner natural. Now work to come out. Excuse me. Still, our box numbers are turned off. It's a good time for that 7. Never a good time, but I guess that would be the best time there. Hit double digits finally. And all bets set. Face out. A little bit of a high bounce off that back wall. 6-4-10. Let's mark the point of 10 on the end. Primary and an implosion. Box numbers are turned back on. And let's go all bets set right away. 6-4-6-2 dice set. Dice out. And a 3-2-5, Justice 5. And that's going to be a double pitch of the dice. So we're back on the double pitch variety again. So what do we do with that? If I took everything down, we would be up $98 for the day. Let's do this one. So let's go down to 66 inside. And what that'll do is that'll get me above $30, $32 in profit for the day, should I lose everything. But we could still build up from here. The rolls still feel good, but I don't like the way that double pitch showed up. And dice out. That left one slipped out of my hand. 5-2 Bruce. We brought our bets down just in time. 5-2 Bruce, 7 out. That was a mechanical deficiency. Like I said, that right dice slipped out of my fingers when I released the dice. Well, at least we're in profit for the day by how much? By $32 we're in profit. So hopefully we can make it all the way up. We got at least 20 minutes left of the show here. And that was the first double-digit roll for the day, so that's good. Thank you, Jalapon. And let's call this all bet set. So let's get the goal on this shooter. If anybody's hit goal already, make sure you put in a chat to let everybody know. Wow. Super short landing zone. Landing zone was right about here. You could barely see it. Normally the landing zone's up here, so I was short by almost a foot. Wow, that was terrible. 235, justice 5. Mark the point of 5. Again, that's gonna be another bad roll there. 6-4-6-2 with a 2-3. So that's an implosion and an explosion. Drift right of the dice. Six, 4-6-2. And again, we're going to 20 inside. To 50 on a 5-9, 60 on a 6-8. I have no line bets. All bet set. Listen. It's on a tight. They split apart. We have a 5-5 hard 10, and that would be the Old Bay Crabs. I think I'm going to go back to Old Bay Bushel because the Old Bay Crabs, this does not roll off the tongue like the Old Bay Bushel does. So, Craig, you won over. 6-4-6-2. And that was no help for us. Oh, we've been hitting a ton of 10s. I probably should be on that 10. But we also hit mostly inside numbers here. So we'll go all bet set here. We're going to stay off that 4 and 10. Say so. And a 1-6-7. Dang it. Just got in profit and we lost it just like that. 6-4-6-2. I'm not liking these short rolls here. Consistency is not there today like I normally see. Normally we see 2-3 numbers that are consistent, and today we're a lot of inside numbers, but we got that 10 thrown in the mix. So we're throwing basically 5 numbers for the most part. Which on 40 rolls, I don't know. It is what it is. Oh man. 6-4-6-2. And I'm going to do this once now. We're going to switch over to the rhythm rolling here. And we'll stick with the cousin 2 variety for rhythm rolling now. So all bets set. We'll start off with the 6-4-6-2. It's the B and the B. Yeah, it probably is it, Craig. They saw it. 6-4-6-2. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That is a pass line loser. On to come out, so we're still looking for a point here. And I said we're going to do the rhythm rolling here now. So let's go like this. Like that gives us a 3-2-3-1 dice set. 3-2-3-1. It's going to be a 3V dice set, cousin 2 variety. All but set. I thought it was the old. Craig is old. He's probably one of the older ones amongst us. Dice out. Actually a spring chicken. 1-3-4. That is our first Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that was a 3-2-3-1 dice set with a 1-3 result. And that's going to give us 1 dice off access, and that's going to be able to mark the point of 4. Let's go 320 across. 15 of 4, 5, 9, and 10. We'll go 60 on that 6 and 8. Dice. We'll go 1 on the outside. We'll go 3 on the outside. It gives us a 2-1-2-3 dice set. That's a 2V dice set. 2-1-2-3. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. You would be accurate in that, Craig. You're not as old as I am, but close. We're about the same age. Dice out. Too funny. Ooh, dice crossed on me. Oh, we got a Buckeye buckshot. 3-1 for another Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that was a 2-1, 2-3 dice set, and we got the 3-1 result. So let's turn. Not many hours, Oldesby. Joe, I think you're a little bit older than I am, my friend. How old is old, says Ken. He turned 50 a few months ago. Yes, he did. Oh my God. We're gonna go to shoot, let's do 96 across pressure, and we'll turn our bets off while we look for a new point to be established here. Let's roll this dice so we can get them set up. We're gonna go 5-3-5-1 for our dice set. 5-3-5-1. I go to the opposite end of my table so I can set the dice down there so I know what I threw. And all that's set here. Dice put apart when they left my fingers. We got lucky. We have a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live content. That was a 5-3-5-1 dice set with a 2-6 result. Marking the point of 8. That'll turn all our box numbers back on. Roll them towards us. We got a 6 on the outside. We'll go with a 2 on the outside. So that's going to give us a 4-2-4-6 dice set. 4-2-4-6. Yeah, when I retire, I don't know if we're going to have taxes available to us, but unfortunately, I'm a little bit closer to Craig than I am you, Joel. Not by much, though. They sell 4-2-4-6. They said. And we got another 3-1-4, Big Joe. I saw the big red that was showing. I didn't like that, but we're going to go with 3-1-4. And that was a 4-2-4-6 dice set. 3-1-4 is the result. That'll be enough to get us out of the shooter. That's 225 brought back to the rack. I took everything off the table again, we would be in profit. I'm going to be doing something dumb here. I'm going to go 96 across pressure again. And we're going to try to get a third hit here. So we'll roll that back. We'll go 3 on the outside. We'll go 1 on the outside. Again, 5-3-5-1 for our dice set. So we got 5-3-5-1. 53-51. And we'll call it all bets set here. 23 people playing at Crapsee, 32 people watching, 19 likes. Dice out. I got shit on. 3-4-7. Damn it. That was a 5-3-5-1 with a 3-4 result. That one hurt. That one I thought I was going to get out of there. If I would have been smart, I would take my money off after 2 hits like I normally do. We say one more gets you. Oh my God. That was 6 rolls. And we're down on our bankroll again. We're down almost $500 here. We got one more shooter left here. Let's make this a good shooter. 3-2-3-6 for our dice set. Start off with the base. We'll go cousin 1 for a little bit here. Good morning, David. Bet on the 7 today, he goes. Yeah, we have 11 sevens, so roughly, what is that? A fourth of the rolls have been a 7. I'm gonna go on a whim here. We're gonna go $30 on the pass line. We're gonna go 10, 5, 10. On the ATS, we'll go $5 any craps. And we'll go all bets set here. 3-2-3-6. They so. A little short in the landing zone. We have a 3-5 grape ape. That's a primary on top on that left side and a implosion, I think, on the right side. So we got 3-2-3-6 with a 3-5 result. Yep, that was an implosion. One day stop. 3-5. And we're going to go with a 1-3-1-5 dice set, which is cross sixes on the bottom. 1-3-1-5. And I'm going to go. We're going to go with a 320, 480 cross. Yeah. 480 cross, we're going to go. And I'll bet it's out. Okay, so 3-1-5 cross sixes on the bottom. And we got a 4-5 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. It's another double pitch of the dice. And it's $100. I'm gonna go 96 cross pressure. Six is on top this time. 6-4, 6-5. And all bets set. Face out. Ooh, dice cross to begin. 3-1-4, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. And that was a 6-4, 6-5 dice set. 3-1 for the results. Single pitching dice. And again, that's going to be enough to get us out of the shooter. And we're still down $200 for the day here. Damn it. We're going to go 160 cross pressure. And we'll call it all bet set. 3 and a 1. So we got a 2-3-2-1 dice set. 2-3-2-1. of its set. We got lucky. Wow, I was a little scared on that one. 325. Justice 5. 2 3 2 1 dice set with a 3-2 result. And another single pitch of the dice. And this time we're going to bring our bets down. We got lucky on that one, so we are back $437 already. If I took everything off the table, we would still be down about $40 for the day. So let's go down to 96 across. And if I can get 2 numbers to hit here, that will put us at that break-even point for the day. 3 2 2 on the inside, 3 on the inside. I guess it's a 6 3 6 2 dice set. 6 3 6 2. And all that's set. Let's see if we can hit that 8. That would be nice because that'll get it all in one. So good morning, John. And dice out. A little shorter on the landing zone. We have a 3 6 9. That is the easy 9, the soft frank. 6 3 6 2 is a dice set. We have a 3 6 result. Primary and a single pitch. And that's going to allow us to go to $25 on that 5 and 9. We'll sister press that first one. Rolling back, we get a 3 and a 6. That gives us cross our 2V in the bottom. 5 3 5 6. 5 3 5 6. And we'll go all bet set. They saw 24 people playing along. We're at 30 people, 20 likes. We're rolling the cousin 1 variety, rhythm rolling with the cousin 1 variety. They saw it. And we got a 3 3 hard 6 to double degen. 5 3 5 6 with a 3 3 hard 6. Results. 1 dice off axis again. We'll make that 6 look like $30. And if I took everything off the table, we'd be in profit for the day by $2. So 3 2 3 6. We'll start over at our base dice set. 3 2 3 6. And we'll bet set here. Dice out. Four, 3 7. Damn it. So we're going to chalk this up as a loss today. Just teeter-tottering. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Teeter-tottering back and forth. Longevity of the rolls. We had 2 rolls that were kind of there a little bit, but the rest of them are either average or subpar. So we're down to $31.50 for the day. So that puts us at about $160 down on the day. If I was had the time, we would roll another 1 or 2 shooters and get back to that break even, but we don't. Since John will be starting to show in about 6 minutes here. But anyhow, here's our statistics for the day. We had a 9 and a 13. The rest of them were pretty subpar other than that. 6.6 SOR, 4.4 SOR, 4 come out 7s really killed us today. And box numbers are a little bit higher than expected today, but the inside numbers are expected. 4s and 10s are high today. Come out 7s are off the charts. Horns and fields are low. Hardways are a little bit high today as well. Our strong number is that big number in the center, giving us that finger up, as well as the 10 and slightly that 4. Looking at our black belt statistics through the end of yesterday, And we had 5,273 throws on Blackville with a 9.38 SR, a 6.6 SRR, and a 6.51 BSR. But hopefully you guys had a good time here today. Hopefully you guys got back at least to break even. I don't expect anybody to make a ton of money unless you're playing the dark side of me today. But anyhow, hey, thanks for joining in. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's have a good day, be safe, and be prosperous. We'll see you tomorrow.